Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I just recently watched My Hero Academia World Hero Mission, and it was a really good movie. I wasn't able to watch it, in theaters and all that, so I was waiting for, it to drop in dub on, one of the illegal anime sites. And, it was a really good movie. I just want to talk about one of the characters, his name's Rudy Soul, and he was a very unique character. His backstory was really cool. So basically, his mother died after giving birth to his sister, and his father Eddie Soul basically joined an evil organization known as Humorize, which is the big thing in the movie. So after that, he had to take care of his two siblings all on his own, and everyone, in My Hero, it's a big thing where, you're not, you're abandoned by society. That's, one of the big things in these movies. So basically, time goes on and he can't really get a job because of his father's reputation. So he becomes, kind of a thief. So, the movie starts out with, him stealing. He's going off trying to steal jewelry, and then Todoroki and Bakugo all run into him. So Deku goes after him, and he has like some fire agility. Like he's hopping around, dodging Deku's black whip. It's really cool. I don't know how they didn't really explain how he got that ability. To be so fast and quick like that. But his quirk I want to talk about. His quirk is called Soul, which is basically like he has a spirit animal that it shows his what he's truly feeling and his emotions deep down, and it's basically this really annoying bird called Pino. That's his quirk. It's not really, it's honestly a very stupid quirk to me, because he said he's not able to lie. So that's a big downside. It's not really a power, to be honest. It's just you know his main power is being very quick, and being able to dodge and stuff. That's his character, really, even though stuff happens towards the end of the movie. But basically, he's helping out. He's running, and the briefcases get mixed up. So he gets a briefcase that belongs to Humorize, and it has like some kind of thing that Fleck turns looking for. It's like a file that has all the information on it, because one of the workers for Humorize, which is friends with Rody's dad, he goes out and tries to bring the briefcase to the league, no, to the heroes, to be like, listen, I need help. These are bad people. They're trying to do some shady stuff. So Deku and Rody travel around, for a long time, because Deku is seen as a villain now for trying to help out Humorize, because the police were corrupted. They were already Humorize members. So Deku and Rody go on this big adventure to a village called Clade, or the town of Clade. So they go off. They have a bunch of things. The I don't trust you. You're a hero. I hate heroes. All that kind of stuff. So they do their thing. Deku winds up taking an arrow for Rody. So there was a very impactful scene there. Um, and then so Deku fights. He's saving him and stuff like that. They go on an adventure. He tells him about his quirk, and then they just go on a cool adventure together. So then they run into Bakugo and Todoroki again, because the villains are still on their trail. They got their briefcase that's gonna reveal all their secrets. So they fight them again, and this girl commits suicide for some reason, and because she doesn't want to betray Fleckturn. So then they get they finally find out what the file is, because there's a puzzle that Rhodey's dad gave to him as a kid, and he's like, oh, give me that, I'll do it. So he gets the file out, and they put it in the computer, and they find out that Rhodey's dad he died trying to get this information out. So we see how his quirk works, because he's not crying, but the bird's crying on top of his head. So we can see how his emotions are, really shown through that, that bird Pino. So then they go to, Humorize's base. Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki, and Rody as well. He flies, he wants to be a pilot. That's his main dream. So he goes off with them, and everyone across the world. That's why it's called World Hero Missions. Is all fighting, these bombs and stuff. I'll get into that in another video. I'm gonna do a Fleckturn video after this, but basically, it's like Dragon Ball Z style. Todoroki and Bakugo go against these two, these creatures. Bakugo goes against these chain like knife twins or whatever, and then Todoroki goes against this kind of water guy or something like that. And then Deku fights Fleckturn, which, at first, at the beginning of the fight, I didn't really, I didn't enjoy. I was like, what is this? But then we see, it's a big fight or whatever. Like, at the end, when he gets that power up, it's like amazing. The animation's just, golden. So Rody winds up getting captured, and he goes in. He's like, Deku, you don't gotta fight. I'm gonna give him the thing. And then he pulls a 180 and throws the chip in the air. And Fleckturn's like, I don't know what you're doing, and he stabs him. So Rody's like heavily injured. So then Deku, they have the whole fight or whatever. And then Rody, Pino, the bird, he was injured. He was like bleeding out. He passed out. But the bird, because it's Rody's like it's his soul. So he grabs the chip and he puts it in, diffusing all the bombs across the world. So because there was like a big major plan to like destroy all heroes or whatever. I'll get into that later, but so yeah, it was a good movie, World Heroes Missions. He was a very lovable character, yet, his personality was really good. His design was also, top notch. It was really good. Although it was kind of, there was some kind of weird stuff with Deku and him because, Deku's just like kind of a soft, kind of person, so it was a little weird at times, but yeah, this was a really good movie. Rody Soul was a good character. His quirk's really good. I heard that, when Foreverworld did a review on the movie, he was saying that they might possibly make him canon because he was just so loved in Japan. So maybe we might see him in the manga. I know the manga's really good, doing really good right now. So, with season 6 coming out, this month, next month, so it's going to be really good. Anyways, guys, that's my review on Rody Soul. Comment down below what you think about this character. It's been SSJ Benj. Peace.